Hi everyone. Today we will discuss drops and bubbles. Okay, drops and bubbles are formed in a liquid. So these drops and bubbles is one of the consequence of surface tension is that free liquid drops and bubbles are spherical. Okay, drops and bubbles. So these are like a spherical shape. Okay, small drops. These drops and bubbles are formed in high speed spray or jet. Okay, when a liquid is moves in a high speed and it is forms the drops and bubbles. So bubbles blown by most of us in childhood. So we are playing in childhood. So bubbles are formed. It is blown after some time. Liquid air interface has energy. Okay, liquid air. So it is interface with energy, has energy. So for a given volume, so for a given volume, we consider for a given volume with minimum energy is the one with the least area. The sphere has this property. Okay, for a given volume with minimum energy is the one with least area, the sphere. So for example, we are consider the drops and bubbles. Why are it is in spherical? Okay, raindrop or bubbles, so bubbles, these are in spherical shape only. So why? Because the spherical shape is the contact area. Okay, the surface area is minimum than other one. So that means, for example, we have take triangle shape. So when the triangular shape is more area than the surface area, more than the spherical shape, so we are consider a cube. So like a, okay, it's cube, consider it's a square also is consist high surface area. Okay, then so it is consist minimum energy. Okay, minimum energy, so with low surface area. Okay, least surface area. So in among triangular and spherical and this square shape and cube shape, so in among this it is consist, okay, spherical is consist least area, okay, least surface area. So then the bubbles and drops are form a spherical shape. So this is the one of the consequent of surface tension. Next, we are consider drops and bubbles is consist excess pressure. So what is the derivation of excess pressure? So for example, so this is a drop or a bubble. So this bubble is R is the radius of the bubble. So it is the center. Okay, so this is consist inside is water, so outside is air. Okay, So inside pressure is Pi, outside pressure is Po. Okay, radius is R. So then here suppose the spherical drop of radius, so we consider the spherical shape, spherical drop or bubble, spherical drop of radius is R. Okay, so what is the volume? Volume is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So area of this drop is 4 pi r square. So we know that the surface tension it is denoted as surface tension. S equals to surface energy divided by area. So area of spherical shape. So then surface energy equals to surface tension into area is 4 pi r square. So this is equation number 1. Okay, here the initial surface energy, so this is the initial, we consider initial surface energy. So when this radius is increased, the radius is increased, by delta R. Okay, so then the final surface energy equals to S into, so 4 pi, radius is increased by R plus delta R whole square. Okay, this is equation number 2. So it is explained. So S into, expand this, 4 pi r square plus 4 pi delta r square plus 2 into 4 pi r into delta r. Okay, as let as equation number 2 here. So next here the final surface energy is S into, so this term. So then the extra energy, so what is the extra energy? The energy inside, okay, the energy is inside is more than outside the energy. So then the extra energy of the drop equals to final surface energy minus initial surface energy. Okay, that equals to, so what is S into 4 pi r square plus 4 pi delta r square plus 2 into 4, 8 pi r delta r minus S into, so what is initial surface energy? 4 pi r square. Okay, now the extra energy equals to, so S into, here S is both common, so S into 4 pi r square plus here 4 pi into delta r is the change in the radius. So change in the radius is very small, so then delta r whole square is becomes very small, so then it is neglected, delta r will be neglected, so then the term is neglected here. So plus 8 pi r into delta r minus 4 pi r square. Okay, 4 pi r square cancel. Since here delta r square is negligible, neglected. So from above equation, the extra energy equals to, so that is 8 pi r delta r into s. So this is equation number 1. Okay, now we will take, so when a drop, so we consider drop, water drop is in equilibrium. Equilibrium is nothing but inside the energy and outside the energy is equal to each other, so it is called the equilibrium. So then, so in equilibrium, so the drop is equilibrium, so it is balanced. So then the extra pressure, okay, the pressure change in pressure, so outside pressure is O, PO, inside pressure we consist PI. So the pressure change in pressure, so change in pressure is with using of change in pressure with using of the work done. Okay, work done by drop equals to, so work done equals to force into displacement. Okay, force is nothing but, so force equals to, so here pressure equals to force by area, so change in pressure Pi minus PO into area into displacement. Okay, so the work done W equals to, so Pi minus PO change in pressure, Pi minus PO into area equals to 4 pi r square into displacement, so displacement is delta r. So this is equation number 2. So from this extra energy is converted, the work done is converted as the extra energy. So then from equation number 1 and 2, so we can get, so 8 pi r delta r into s equals to Pi minus PO into 4 pi r square into delta r. So here delta r gets cancelled and 1 r is cancelled and pi gets cancelled, 4 1s are 4 2s are. Okay, so remaining equation is Pi minus PO, the excess pressure Pi minus PO equals to, so remaining is 2, okay, into S divided by R is remaining here, R, okay, 2S by R. This is excess pressure the excess pressure in drop, that is P equals to 2S by R. Okay, so this is excess pressure equation of drop. So we consider, say, a soap bubble. For soap bubble is consist, so this is bubble. Actually drop is inside completely water, so but it is consist a soap bubble inside also is consist air. So this is the water content. Okay, it is water content. So inside pressure is Pi, outside pressure is Po. So then the equation for soap bubble, extra pressure, excess pressure, Pi minus Po equals to, so two interfaces here. So one interface air and water, and here air and water. So this is first interface, it is second interface, two interfaces. For one interface the excess pressure is 2S by R and another one is 2S by R. Okay, 2S by R plus 2S by R equals to 4S by R. So the excess pressure for soap bubble is 4S by R. So now our next topic is capillary rise. Capillary rise is nothing but, so in this when the water is rises upward direction in a tube, very small thin size tube is called the capillary rise. So here we consider a glass. Okay, so in the glass we can pour the water some height. So when we have taken a capillary, very thin, very small size of this glass tube is inserted, so it is dipped inside the water. What happens? According to gravitational force, the water falls down, but in capillary rise the water is move upward direction. It is the water rises upward direction, so like a meniscus here. Due to the surface tension it is formed like a drop. Okay, so this height we have taken, h is the height. Okay, capillary rise is nothing but the water is move upward direction in a narrow tube due to the change in pressure in a tube is called the capillary rise. So then the definition is the pressure difference across a curved liquid air interface is the well-known effect that water rises up in a narrow tube in spite of gravity. Okay, so the pressure difference between this outside and inside, okay, inside and outside, the excess pressure in a curved liquid air, so the interface, then the water rises upward direction, okay, in spite of gravity, so it is called the capillary rise. So in the name of capilla, okay, in the name of capillary rise, capilla is nothing but, so it is hair, okay, hair shaped. So we can derive the equation for the height of the water, okay, it is rises of upward direction. So what is the height? So we can consider a capillary tube, so it is a bigger size, the capillary tube. So this is the meniscus, okay, the meniscus, the shape is concave shape, the water form. So this is the water inside the capillary tube, okay. Here we consider the tangent inside the water, the tangent of this curved shape, concave shape. So then angle of contact between the glass and tangent is, angle of contact is theta. Here also angle of contact here theta, okay. This is tangent, here also tangent, okay. Now we will take the radius of tube. The radius of tube is A. The radius of bubble, the radius of bubble is considered R, okay. So then it is formed a perpendicular angle, right angle shaped triangle. So this is perpendicular. So then here angle is theta. This is also taken as a angle, a contact angle. So then here A equals to, so here A equals to R cos theta, okay. So this A equals to R cos theta, okay. From this R equals to A by cos theta. So this is equation number 1. So then, so this is inside, so it is like a drop. So in drop, so this is Pi, inside pressure, okay, Pi. It is outside pressure is Po. So change in pressure, already we are learnt about the bubbles excess pressure. So that is Pi minus Po equals to 2S by R, okay. Excess pressure inside, so inside the drop, Pi minus Po equals to 2S by R. That is Pi minus Po, Pi minus Po, P naught equals to 2S by R equals to A by cos theta, okay. That is 2S cos theta by A. So this is excess pressure, equation number 2. So then, so we are considering, okay. So here for example point A, at same height it is point B, okay. At point A, so this is at a point, this at point A pressure Pa equals to Pb, okay. Pa equals to Pb, and here inside pressure is more than outside pressure. So then from here Pi equals to, inside pressure Pi equals to, So that is our PA equals to, so PO outside pressure plus rho GH. Rho is the density of water, G is acceleration due to gravity, H is height. Okay, from this equation PI minus PO equals to rho GH. So this is equation number 3. From equation number 2 and equation number 3, okay, from equation number 2 and 3, so we can get here 2s cos theta by A equals to rho GH. So then the height H equals to 2s cos theta by rho GA. Okay, A is the radius of the tube. Okay, A is the radius of the tube, rho density of water, G acceleration due to gravity, T is the angle of contact, and S is surface tension. Okay, H equals to 2s cos theta by rho GA. So this is about the capillary rise. The how much the capillary rise, the height is H equals to 2s cos theta by rho GA. Okay, when we are consider here, so replace it with mercury, the water is replaced with mercury. So for example, so we are taken here, so this is a glass. So inside the glass we are taken mercury here. So this is mercury. So sorry, it is taken, it is dipped of, so this is like mercury. The mercury is formed here. So it is mercury. So it is formed convex shape. So it is falls down. There is no mercury here. So it is not rises up. It is dipped. It is falls down. So it is also called the capillary rise. So angle of contact is more. It is obtuse angle. So the theta is greater than 90 degrees here. Okay, theta is 90 degrees, above 90 degrees. Here theta is less than 90 degrees. It is acute angle. So it is obtuse angle. Okay.